The Texas Electrician Experience Verification Form serves a specific purpose in the state's licensing process. It's designed to confirm that applicants for the statewide Master Electrician license possess the required practical experience. It is crucial to understand this purpose and clearly communicate it to past employers or master electricians who may be hesitant to sign the form. Their signature is essential for verifying your experience and ultimately obtaining your license. Many employers are concerned about potential liability when signing such a form. This is understandable, and it's important to address their concerns directly and transparently. It is important to emphasize that the form is not asking them to vouch for your character, your skills, or your overall competence as an electrician. Instead, it simply requests confirmation that you worked under their supervision for a specific period and that they witnessed you performing electrical work. Frame the request as a verification of factual information rather than an endorsement of your abilities. Furthermore, you can offer to include a clause that limits their liability to the information they provide in the form. This can provide an extra layer of comfort and reduce their hesitation. If employers remain reluctant to sign the form even after you've addressed their liability concerns, you can offer to provide supplementary documentation to support your claims of experience. Firstly, copies of work orders can demonstrate the type and scope of electrical work you performed under their supervision. Secondly, invoices can provide further proof of your involvement in specific projects and the time you dedicated to them. Thirdly, letters from previous clients or colleagues who witnessed your work can serve as independent verification of your experience. Presenting a comprehensive package of supporting documents can significantly strengthen your case and increase the likelihood of obtaining the necessary signature. If you are a member of an electrical union, you can seek assistance from your local chapter. The union may have established relationships with employers who are familiar with the licensing requirements and willing to sign the verification form. They might also be able to connect you with other members who have successfully navigated the licensing process and can offer valuable advice. In some cases, despite your best efforts, you may encounter employers who remain unwilling to sign the form. If you've exhausted all other options, it may be necessary to consider hiring an attorney. An attorney can review your situation, assess the legal implications, and advise you on the best course of action. They can also communicate with reluctant employers on your behalf, explaining the importance of the form and addressing any remaining concerns they may have. An attorney's involvement can sometimes be enough to persuade employers to cooperate. The application process can require careful preparation and a proactive approach. By understanding the purpose of the experience verification form, addressing employer concerns, offering supporting documentation, seeking assistance from your union, and considering legal counsel when necessary, you can increase your chances of successfully obtaining the required signatures and achieving your goal of becoming a licensed master electrician in Texas. Remember that persistence and clear communication are key to navigating this process. Always maintain a professional and respectful demeanor when interacting with past employers, even if they are initially hesitant to help. Building positive relationships and fostering open communication can go a long way in achieving a successful outcome. Before submitting your application, carefully review all the requirements and ensure that you have all the necessary documentation. This will help to avoid delays or rejection. And it is also very important to maintain detailed records of your electrical experience, including dates of employment, job descriptions, and contact information for supervisors and colleagues. This information will be invaluable when completing the experience verification form and providing supporting documentation. Stay informed about any changes to the licensing requirements or procedures. The Texas Department of Licensing and Regulations website is a valuable resource for staying up to date on the latest information. By taking a proactive and informed approach, you can navigate the Texas electrician licensing process with confidence and achieve your professional goals. If an employer is worried about being liable for attesting to your work, there are some strategies you can take into consideration. Firstly, you can clarify the scope of the verification. Explain that you're only seeking verification of the dates of your employment and the general type of electrical work you performed. You're not asking them to evaluate the quality of your work or to provide a guarantee of your future performance. Secondly, you can offer to include a disclaimer. Add a statement to the form that explicitly states that the employer is not responsible for any future actions or omissions you may make as a licensed electrician. This can help to alleviate their concerns about potential liability. Thirdly, you can provide supporting documentation. Offer to provide additional documentation such as work orders or invoices to support your claims of experience. This can help to demonstrate that you have the necessary qualifications to obtain the license. If you are still encountering resistance, you can also suggest that the employer consult with their own legal counsel to review the form and ensure that they are comfortable signing it. This can provide them with added peace of mind. The Texas Electrical Safety and Licensing Act and the rules adopted by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation outline the specific requirements for obtaining an electrical license in Texas. These resources provide detailed information on the eligibility criteria, examination requirements, and continuing education requirements. The Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation offers a variety of resources to assist applicants in the licensing process. These resources include application forms, study materials, and a list of approved training providers. Utilizing these resources can help you prepare for the licensing exam and ensure that you meet all the requirements for licensure. Obtaining an electrical license in Texas can open up a wide range of career opportunities. Licensed electricians are in high demand in the construction, manufacturing, and energy industries. With a license, you can work as an independent contractor, start your own business, or work for an established electrical company. The Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation website provides a searchable database of licensed electricians in Texas. This database can be used to verify the credentials of an electrician or to find a qualified electrician to perform electrical work. The Texas Electrical Code establishes the minimum standards for electrical safety in Texas. The code covers a wide range of topics, including wiring methods, grounding, and overcurrent protection. All electrical work in Texas must comply with the Texas Electrical Code. The Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation offers continuing education courses for licensed electricians. These courses help electricians stay up to date on the latest changes to the Texas Electrical Code and best practices in the electrical industry. Completing continuing education courses is often required to renew an electrical license. The Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation also investigates complaints against licensed electricians. If you have a complaint against a licensed electrician, you can file a complaint with the department. The department will investigate the complaint and take appropriate action if necessary. The Texas Electrical Safety and Licensing Act is designed to protect the public from unqualified electricians and unsafe electrical work. By requiring electricians to be licensed and regulated, the Act helps to ensure that electrical work in Texas is performed safely and competently. Some specific points to raise with the employer include, firstly, the limited scope of the verification, as the form only asks for confirmation of employment dates and general duties. Secondly, the absence of liability for future work, as the employer is not responsible for your work after you leave their employment. Thirdly, the option to add a disclaimer stating they are only verifying information to the best of their knowledge. Fourthly, the fact that the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation uses this information solely to assess eligibility for licensing. To help your previous employer with being able to sign off and confirm that they aren't liable, you can state a few key points. 1. The form is a standard requirement from the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. 2. The information provided is confidential and used only for licensing purposes. 3. The employer's signature simply acknowledges your employment and the type of work you performed. 4. You are willing to provide additional documentation to support your claims.